This is WT for TST, and this afternoon we're honoured to be joined by Mark Heffron. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Just chilling in the room. Just done a little bit of a workout then, just to keep the body moving, innit?
So you're in the bubble, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So no excuses training. Let's get that plug in there before we start. Friday night, no excuses.
No excuses, mate. Cut no corners in the gym, in camp. Done everything right. Just time to put a showcase on now.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But first of all, first time on TST. We've been messaging for a long time, back and forth. Stuff got in the way. So, yeah, it's great to have you on, mate. So, but first time you come on, we always like to kind of find out a bit about the boxer behind the gloves, if you like.
Yeah.
Back from childhood, stuff like that. Some childhood stories would be great. So, Oldham, what was it like growing up in Oldham?
Growing up in Oldham, it was pretty mad, yeah. My dad got me away from everyone quite early, but where I'm from in Oldham, it's mad. Like, used to be cars being stolen all the time. Just people fighting all the time. Yeah, it's pretty mad. Oldham's pretty mad.
So when you say he took you away from it, what do you mean? How old were you when you went away? Or
it was in the when I started taking the amateurs. Pretty, she's 16, 15. He didn't take me away from it. Obviously, he was just directing me in the right way. And do you know what I mean? And obviously, I was a bit of a naughty kid, me. Do you know what I mean? I chose to go on the streets, so then it's causing a lot of arguments back home and that. So that's why I was a bit 50-50. So I was going out, and then I wasn't. Then I was out, but I ended up choosing the right path, and then I managed to get away from all the trouble.
So your dad probably helped you get out of the wrong circles. Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, obviously he used to be on my case all the time and stuff, and yeah, obviously I ended up listening to him in the end.
Mate, we're all kids, aren't we? We're all kids once, and then and we'll talk about your daughter in a bit. But you'll now adopt that and take her through her life. So talk to us about your amateurs then. So how did that start? Decent amateur career.
Yeah, I had a good amateur career. Won loads of tournament stuff, but the reason that I got into boxing was obviously my dad used to box. He had an outstanding amateur career. ABA, 1 minute. Are you there, mate?
Yeah, it's back. Yeah,
my dad had a good amateur career. He got to the ABA finals. He had loads of fights, loads of knockouts stuff, and then obviously I've got 4 brothers as well. They all used to box. They're all older than me. So obviously when I was a kid, I used to go to the gym watching them train, and obviously I just followed my older brother's footsteps now. And
do you ever spar any of them?
Pardon?
Do you ever spar any of them?
Yeah, we used to all have it out. We all used to have it out. My dad's house, mum and dad's house used to be a madhouse. There used to be gloves all over the place. We all used to be sparring. We used to always be getting in trouble and stuff. But it was good growing up in a big family. I've got 6 sisters as well.
Well, yeah, your old man's a busy boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, there's 5 boys and 6 girls.
Has he heard of a TV? God, busy guy. So amateurs, your dad's grip was good, then yours, you just carried on through, yeah?
Yeah, my brother Ben, he was a good fighter, boxed Tony Jeffries and that. My brother Thomas, he was in with some good lads, and my brother Ronnie, he was an outstanding amateur. But I don't think there was anything that Ronnie didn't win as an amateur. He won the ABAs, he won everything straight through schoolboys, right through seniors. It just didn't quite work out for him as a professional. But there's still time. He's still young, and he says he's coming back. And I think it'd be silly not to.
Were you helping with that then? Yeah. Were you taking your gym? Yeah.
100%. I'll always be there for him with brothers and sisters.
Right, good lad. So, right, we'll move on to your pro then. You debut against Torsten Roos in November 2010. That was in Holland. And then, as it seemed to follow, you just seemed to box in, Hungary, was it? Poland, Holland? How was all that come about? Why?
Well, in the amateurs, I boxed in a tournament in I think it was called the round robin. I won the round. I think it was a round, something like that in Ireland. And a man like to get the man who took me out there was called Gary Hyde. He ended up messaging me and asking me to turn professional with him. But I was in the senior ABAs at the time, and I boxed Glenn Foot in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
And obviously, before that, he was married to turn pro, and then obviously I got beat in the semi-finals, and then he was just on me then, asking me, did I want to go to America and stuff, promised me loads of stuff, ended up going out to America with him, come back from America, ended up turning professional, and then Gary I just had like shitloads of contacts, like all over the world, America, Spain, everywhere. He was a well-connected man, and he just took me all over the place, and then it was a great experience. I loved it. It was good, like, but at the same time, at the same time, my brother Ronnie was boxing here, signed up to Frank Warren, and obviously when I was fighting out there, I was watching him and all his mates and people I know was going to the MEN arena and watching him fight these guys. I remember thinking, fucking that, I'd love to be doing that. I'd love to be signed up to Frank and stuff like that. And it ended up working out for me. I ended up signed to the same promoter as him, and I'm here now. I'm here now. Signed to the same promoter, and I'm just buzzing. And I've not looked back since.
So, when you say you're not look back, a lot of the times you were probably looking sideways, weren't you? So it's not always gone your way outside the ring, has it? So, what is it that you think that? I think I watched something, I read something where it says you've not always taken boxing seriously. What is it? The distractions? What kind of swayed you off?
Just going down the wrong road, just getting into trouble. I was around the wrong people, and just that really. And ended up meeting my girlfriend Rebecca when I was 18, and that's when I started proper taking everything serious. Really, and Rebecca put me on the right path.
What they say, behind a good man, there's always a better woman, I think is the saying. Isn't there? Normally a woman, mate, whether you go somewhere to live somewhere that you weren't from or whatever, there's always normally a woman behind it. And then talking of women, your little girl Poppy, I think she's probably, you say it's Rebecca, I think a lot of it from what I see is how your relationship with Poppy, I mean, everything means everything for her, isn't it? So like you said about this fight on Friday, you're off to get that belt for her because she wants that belt for Christmas.
Yeah.
So do you think having Poppy sounds a bit of a cliche, but turned you into a man?
Yeah, well, I used to go out partying and stuff while I was still professional, and since Poppy was born, it's just totally changed my mindset, like drinking and stuff like that. Now I just don't want to do it anymore because it's like I have two brains. When I'm drunk, I just have a totally different mindset, and I'm just a bit of an idiot in it. So since I'm popping out, I just don't want to take that risk of getting into trouble. Do you know what I mean? And the thing. So now it's just like, she straightened me out completely. I just want to live a good life now and give Poppy a good life.
Good stuff, mate. So the biggest fight you've had, Liam Williams, probably 2018 December. It's on the Warrington card, wasn't it? Warrington Frampton. What was that atmosphere like?
Unbelievable. It was. I remember when I walked out into the MEN. I was talking about this before to my trainer, Michael. When I walked out to the MEN, I did something like 60 grams of tickets, like for that fight, and and when I walked out, and I don't know, I just didn't expect it, but the crowd just like roared in it, and I was like, wow, all these are here for me, like. And I remember my body just went all jelly, like, you know, I don't know, it just went all jelly, and I didn't recover from that, and I got in the ring, and I just felt dead nervous, and I don't know, just obviously don't take it away from Liam Williams. He was bang on. He had a game plan, and he stuck to that game plan. In the early rounds, I pretty much just wanted like to have it out with him, and he stuck to his game plan, and he just hit and move in it, and he was good, very good.
What was your game plan? Just try and take him to a dogfight, like?
Kind of that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I had the sparring for that. I had Liam Smith in front of me all the time. So I expected him to come forward, but nice. He moved and hit a move. It was good, very good. But at the same time, I got a perforated ear in it in sparring. That was in the last spar with Liam Smith. My ear went in the fight. As soon as he hit me on the ear, it's like my ear went, and like all my balance was just gone and stuff like it. It was bad. I've never ever witnessed anything like it before, and I don't want to experience that again. I'm glad I've experienced it now, because I'm back to where I was back then. Now, you know what I mean? And I have experienced it, and if it does happen again, I'll find a way around it.
And since that fight, you won 4 on the bounce, which then led you to the Denzel Bentley fight. Controversial draw. A lot of people say you won that fight, even though you went down. What were you thinking when you got knocked down? I think it was second round, wasn't it? What was going through your head at that point? I know it was like a slight knockdown. But...
I knew when I went down, I knew he wanted a knockdown. Obviously, they scored it down because he threw a punch and I was off balance. But when I was on the floor, I just knew it wasn't a knockdown. I jumped straight back up, and for the rest of that round, I just stuck it straight on him, and I won the rest of the round. Do you know what I mean?
So you were clearly disappointed at the end. In the at the end of the end of the fight, you had the press conference type thing straight after. You were gutted.
I still think I did enough to win the fight. Like, obviously, you knocked me down, but I definitely did enough to win the fight.
Most people I spoke to online think the same. So that said, British title now on the line. More important, you know what he's about. I'm not going to ask you to tell me what you're going to do because that wouldn't be fair, and you wouldn't tell me anyway. But this fight now, this is it. Yeah. So you're going into Friday night. You're fighting him for the English title.
British.
Sorry, British. What happens, Matt?
What happens? You're going to see an absolute bang-on performance from me, and I'm going to blitz him. I can see a stoppage, but if it goes the distance, I'm more than ready for a 12-round war.
So, 12-round war. From a fighter's perspective, here's a question for you. The inconsistency of judging cards, does that worry you as a fighter? That mean? Well, the inconsistency of judging on the cards, does that worry you as a fighter? Does that make you want to go out there and knock someone out so it's in your hands rather than relying on the judges' cards?
I just want to go out there and win. Do you know what I mean? The judges, it should be fair. Do you know what I mean? It's not fair. That it's not fair sometimes, but hopefully this time it's fair. And but if I do what I've been doing in sparring, I'm 100% going to win this fight.
Looking sharp, mate. Right, that's it, mate. To be fair, a couple of questions from the followers, if that's all right, or the viewers. So Phil wants to know: with the talent you have, if you don't win a world title, will you feel unfulfilled?
100%, definitely, yeah, definitely. But I'm just taking one step at a time.
Good. Jaden wants to know: what's your biggest regret in your life? So that's deep, man. What's your biggest regret in your life so far?
My biggest regret in my life. That's a hard one.
That's deep, mate.
Just being an idiot. Just not taking boxing serious from a young age. But now I'm in a very good spot now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I just wish I would have took boxing serious from a young age. That's my biggest regret.
Cool. And Fred wants to know, we touched on this earlier, but Fred wants to know, what's your favourite country you've boxed in and why?
Malaga. And I boxed in Malaga, and that was it was on like on the edge of it. It was literally on the edge of a cliff. And when I got in the ring, I looked out the ring, and it was just a drop and just the sea. You could just see the sea flash. Malaga, yeah, it was very good. And after the fight, me, Kevin, manager Kevin, my mate Paddy Coakley, we all went out after it, and we had a good time. Yeah.
Did silly stuff. Right, and then the last one, mate, is from me. We have a girl that always used to message me called Emma saying, ask this. It's the same question all the time. So I blocked her now. She's doing me head in. I'll just ask her a question so that she gets it every time. What's your top 3 chocolate bars?
My top 3 chocolate bars are Galaxy Smooth, Dairy Milk Nut, and a Whisper, Caramel Whisper.
Whoa, like a Whisper Gold. Oh, mate. Right, that's it, bud. Listen, have you got anything for your sponsors or the viewers?
Yeah, just a massive thanks to all my sponsors for the consistency support. You've been bang on, and thank you for all my friends and family members that have been supporting me and for all the nice messages. Yeah, and we'll get this British title on Friday and bring it back to Oldham. Good
lad, mate. Best of luck, and we'll speak after. Good luck, mate. Take care. Stay safe, mate.
Bye-bye, mate. Bye-bye.